Imagine that you're working very hard during your university degree and you discover that you're pregnant. What do you do and who do you go to? Well, joining me today is Margaret Akers, the Service Coordinator of the Alma Mater Fund. Thank you, Margaret, for joining me in studio today. Can you tell us what exactly is the Alma Mater Fund?
So the Alma Mater Fund is a grant scheme and an initiative of SPUC that offers financial grants to university students who find themselves pregnant and facing difficulties. So we help them through that process, again, offer small financial grants, and then also signpost them in the direction of sort of further, more sustainable help from their university, from the government, from different community groups, just to make them feel as capable as possible through this transition, and to facilitate them staying on their course. Because we often find that when university students find out they're pregnant, they feel as though they have to choose between continuing their studies and continuing their pregnancy. And we want to alleviate that sort of pressure on them and show them that they're capable of doing both.
Great. And how does one apply to the fund?
So we have a phone number, we have an email address, and we're on social media. If a student reaches out to us through any of those channels, we can walk them through the application process. It's really simple. And that's how they apply, and we can see what we can get for them. And so it ends up being, over the course of sort of 2 or 3 phone conversations, we can work out what's best for each person's needs.
Exactly. And tell me about the women that you've helped as a result of the Alma Mater Fund.
So we've helped women at this point at universities across Northern Ireland and Scotland. So at various different universities, they've been at different stages of their studies, whether they're postgraduate or undergraduate. They've been studying various different things, from business to nursing to English. You know, we have a wide range of interests, which is wonderful to see as well. A few have now graduated, and we're able to see lovely sort of photos and videos of their babies and all of the wonderful things they're up to. So we're very, very grateful to have had the privilege of helping people through this transition and this journey. I mean, it's not an easy one, but these women are incredibly capable, and it's nice to see them succeed.
Brilliant. And why is the work of Alma Mater so important?
Well, universities can be really hostile environments to families. They're not set up in a way that's open to family life in that way. And, you know, obviously these things sometimes happen unplanned, and women can feel a real pressure towards abortion or towards leaving their course or whatever else, because they just don't see a way to get through it. Their tutors have no idea how to help them. The university staff can be pretty useless on the issue. And so they just see no way to make it through. So something like the Alma Mater Fund is great because it facilitates this process of figuring out how to do both things, and how to push through and graduate and get that degree that you've been working so hard towards, while also sort of fostering the life of your baby. So it's a really, I think it's a really empowering initiative, and opens up choice for people and opens up opportunities that they might not have seen otherwise.
Yeah, before. And what does it mean now that the Alma Mater Fund has expanded across the UK?
So this is a huge move for the Alma Mater Fund. So when we launched a few years ago, we only launched in Scotland. So that's 18 universities. And then we were able to expand to Northern Ireland, which was just a small expansion to another, to 2 more universities. But this now means that we've expanded across the UK. So we can offer this support to women at universities across the UK. Now that's 10 times as many universities as we previously were able to help with. So this is a huge expansion, something we've had in our sights for a long time, but didn't have the resources to take forward. So we're very excited to be able to extend this. I mean, we've known that the need has been there for a long time, and finally being able to be there and meet that need is pretty significant, and we're very excited to be able to move forward in that way.
And so how can people support the great work of the Alma Mater Fund?
So there's a few different ways. If you're a university student, I would say put leaflets around campus, put posters around campus, in loos, in chaplaincies, in student centers. If you can, ask your student support center or student advice center to keep things on file about the Alma Mater Fund. It's often taken better coming from students, so where you can promote the fund on your campus, that's all the better. If you have a pro-life student group or other student group who's interested, it's a really great opportunity to start spreading the word about the needs of pregnant and parenting university students, to do some fundraising on your campus. It can be a great sort of way of raising awareness. If you're not a student, but you have contact with students, if you're a GP, if you're a pharmacist, or any of these things where you might come in contact with students in need, I would also say, take these posters, put them up in your practices, put them up in your churches, whatever else to help spread the word. And where you can do some fundraising, and maybe your community group or church group would want to sponsor a student through the Alma Mater Fund, we would be really grateful for anybody who'd be willing to take something like that on, because it just means that we can help more people.
Yeah, exactly, which is the main point. And so what are the hopes for the future then for the Alma Mater Fund?
So now that we can be there for students across the UK, it's a real hope that we can use the Alma Mater Fund as a sort of lobbying point in Westminster, in Holyrood, in Stormont, that kind of thing, and really advocate for institutional support for pregnant and parenting university students. Pregnancy and maternity are protected characteristics by law, but we often find that universities really fail to support students who have children. And so we'd really love to take that opportunity to fight against pregnancy discrimination in universities, fight against discrimination against student parents, and open up those opportunities for them, make them more accessible places. And so I think there's a few ways that we could take that forward, looking even at sort of potential legislation. And I would be very excited to see where that could go.
Could lead to, yes. Thank you so much, Margaret, for joining me here in studio today. It was a pleasure having you on. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks everyone for joining us on another episode of Uplift. Tune in again next week where we'll have more influential guests for you.